Hello, everyone, and welcome to class today. I'm very excited to begin a lesson with one of our brand new books today. So today we're going to be looking at 1,200 words for tests. And we're going to be doing this because we're going to be practicing vocabulary to get you nice and strong and ready to go when you take the Cambridge assessment in a few weeks. So today and for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be practicing lots and lots of vocabulary in fun and engaging ways. Now, today we are going to start with the starters one. So we're starting at the very beginning. So will you please take out your starters one book and open up to page 4. Now, take a look at page 4. What do you see? What are we going to be talking about today? That's right. We're going to be talking about different types of bodies and clothes. Let's take a look at our first set of vocabulary. Do you recognize any of these words? If you do, shout them out. Very good. So I heard a few of you say the word shoes. Very good. Are you wearing shoes right now? Excellent. Okay, so we are going to practice with these vocabulary words. Now, I want you to listen to the audio track. So the first time, just listen to get comfortable with the audio. And after we get comfortable with the audio, then we'll start practicing together. Are you ready? Let's begin. Okay, great job. Now that we have listened to the audio 2 times, and you have repeated the words, you've practiced saying the words, I want to make some actions as we do this. So this time we're going to listen to the audio, but not the audio. This time you're going to listen to me. You're going to listen to me, and for each word that I say, you are going to touch that. You're going to look around and touch that object or body part if you can. So if you are wearing shoes, you will touch the shoes. If you are wearing shorts, you will touch your shorts. But what happens if you are not wearing shorts? What do you do? I want you to do this with your arms. A big X right in front of your face to say that you are not wearing shorts. Let's begin. So listen to me and touch the object. Here we go. Number 1, shoes. So touch your shoes. Very good. Legs. Legs. Good. Touch your legs. Excellent. Okay, great job, everyone. Now, let's move on to word practice 1. So we've already practiced our key vocabulary for the lesson: shoes, shorts, hat, eyes, legs, and head. So what I want you to do is to play a little game with your friends. So you will play rock, paper, scissors, and the winner will touch a body part on them, a body part or a piece of clothing. And the loser will have to say what they are touching. So if I win rock, paper, scissors and I touch my eyes, then the person says eyes. If I win and I touch here, what do they say? That's right, they say head. Very good. So you'll play rock, paper, scissors for a couple of rounds, and the first person to win 4 times that's how we'll end the game. So you have to win 4 times. Okay? That should take you a couple of minutes. All right, welcome back. Now, I think you've practiced quite a bit. You guys are doing a very good job. So what I would like you to do now is to complete the word practice 1 in your book on page 4. So what I'd like you to do is look at the picture and then circle the correct answer. So you can see number 1 has been done for you. So let's practice that one together. What do you see? That's right, we see legs. So we circle the word legs. Okay? Do you think you can do 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your own? Very good. I will give you a couple minutes to do that now. Begin. All right, great job, everyone. Now it's time for us to move on to page 5, where we're going to read a short story. Now, just like we did with the vocabulary, we are going to just listen to the story first. So I want you to listen and enjoy the story. We'll talk about some of the important things after we listen to the story. But for the first time, I want you to just listen, okay? Are you ready? Let's begin. Now, what is the story about? That's right. It's about wearing clothes. Where? Where are they? Where is the speaker? Yeah, he's at the beach. So this story is about being at the beach and wearing clothes at the beach. So you can see there that we have a word bank at the top of the story, above the story. We are going to eventually fill in those words for the missing blanks in the story. So what we're going to do is we'll listen one more time. Listen to the story one more time. And as we are listening, I want us to try and put in as many words as we can just by listening. After you have finished listening to the story, listening and writing, then you can finish up the words that you missed, okay? So let's listen to the story one more time, and as you listen, write in the words that are missing. Ready? Begin. All right, great job, everyone. Now, before we move on, I want you to switch books with your partner, okay? Switch books with your partner, and I want you to check each other's answers. So the way we are going to check each other's answers is by reading the story together. So you'll read together, and when you get to a blank, you will check to make sure that you have the same answer. All right? So read the story together and check to make sure that you have the correct answers in each blank. If you don't, circle the one that you don't have the same answer for. And then we will discuss what the correct answer is after you are all done. All right? Let's begin. Okay, great job, everyone. So let's go ahead and move on. We have a couple of quick questions down at the bottom to answer. So let's see if you got the answers for these right as well. I would like you to just very quickly circle the correct answer. So I'll give you a couple of seconds to read the question and circle the answer, and then we will talk about the story. We'll talk about the answers together. We are going to, now that we've practiced some of our old vocabulary words, let's add some more vocabulary words. So we're going to look at some more vocabulary words that have to do with body parts or clothes. So let's listen to the audio, and as we listen, let's repeat after the audio, okay? So listen one time and then repeat after you hear the audio. Are you ready? Let's begin. All right. Do you remember the activity that we did with our with the first set of vocabulary words, where you touched the object, you touched the piece of clothing, or you touched the body part? And yeah, that's right. We did. But what happens if we didn't have the piece of clothing? We made an X with our arms. Very good. So we're going to do that again, but this time I'm going to mix and match the vocabulary from the first lesson with the vocabulary from the second lesson. So let's practice together. Our first word is jacket. Jacket. Now, if you're wearing a jacket, what should you do? You should touch the jacket. Very good. Am I wearing a jacket? No, I'm not wearing a jacket. So I go like this, but I still say the word. So I say jacket. Jacket. Very good. Our next word is arm. Arm. So I should touch my Arm. Very good. Now, like I said, I'm going to mix in some other words. So I might say shoes, shoes, and you touch your shoes. Very good. Legs, legs, and you touch your legs. Excellent. Okay, let's continue. Okay, everyone. Let's begin our word practice 2 activity now. Now, I want you to work with a partner or work in a small group. So maybe 4 students, so 2 to 4 students working together. What I would like you to do is work together to complete the graphic organizer. So you can see a boy and a girl. What are the boy and the girl doing? That's right, they're both skateboarding. So we're not going to look at their skateboards, but we're going to look at what they are wearing and the types of body parts that we can see. And you are going to fill in each of the boxes with the correct word. But you aren't going to stop there. With your partner, I want you to come up with a presentation to share what each of these children is wearing and what body parts you can see. So make some simple sentences like, he has a hand, or his hand is in the air. He has 2 arms. He has jeans, right? So I want you to make sentences to present what each the boy and the girl are wearing. So one person will speak for the boy, the other will speak for the girl. And I want you to present this to the class. All right? I'll give you about 5 minutes to complete this task. Are you ready? Begin. Okay, for each of those groups that completed and presented what the boy and the girl are wearing, thank you very, very much. Now it's time for us to do some listening practice. So let's look at page 7. We have some sentences here, and what I would like you to do is listen to each of these sentences and circle the word that you hear, okay? Circle the word that you hear. So the first one has been done for us, and you'll hear it in the audio. But you will circle the word, and then after we have listened to all of the words, or all of the sentences, you are going to match the sentence to the correct picture. All right? So let's do the first one together. I wear my skirt. I wear my skirt. So you can see that they already circled the word skirt, and they drew a line from sentence number 1 to picture B. So you are going to do that for questions 2, 3, and 4, and then we'll take a break and check our answers together. After that, we'll finish with 5, 6, 7, and 8. Shall we begin? Okay. Now, we're going to play a quick activity. So I'm going to spin a die, and I'm going to then say the sentence for the die, the number that shows up. Okay? So let's spin. I get 3. So this sentence is, this is your blank, right? So I'm just going to make a sentence. So I can choose any vocabulary that I want, but I'm going to make my own sentence. So I can say, this is your jacket. This is your jacket. But I can also say, this is your nose. This is your nose. So this is what you are going to do in your groups together. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 there. You're going to roll the die with your friend, and you are going to come up with your own original sentence for whichever number comes up. If you get a 5 or a 6, you can choose any sentence you want. Okay, so those are free choice sentences. But if you get a 1, you make up a sentence for number 1, so on and so forth. Okay, let's begin. All right, everybody, let's move on to our link and practice activities. So, in our first activity, we see a picture. What do you see? That's right, I see a student. And this student has all of these arrows pointing to different parts of their body, right? So I want you to listen to the audio, and I want you to write the numbers into the boxes. We're going to listen to the audio 2 times. The first time, I want you to just listen, no writing, so you can get familiar with what you hear. So listen 1 time, listen to see what they're talking about. And to make sure that you're listening and not writing, I want you to place your hands on your head, just like this. So we'll all be listening with our hands on our head. Okay? Then the second time we will listen and you can write the numbers. All right? Are you ready to begin? Let's get started. Great job, everyone. Very, very good. Now, what I would like you to do is we're going to move down to activity B. And here we're going to get a little creative. So I need you to take out your pens or pencils, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you want, because you are going to draw and write about yourself. So first, let's practice. You can see there's an example there. We have the word skirt. So you would draw a picture of a skirt, but you can see that there's already a drawing there, so you can color the skirt if you want to. And then we have a picture, or we have the word jeans in the second box. So here you are going to draw a picture of jeans, and you can color them if you want to as well. Then the third box is blank. So you get to choose anything you want. So you have free choice there. So write the word and then draw a picture of the word that you wrote. So just like skirt or jeans, what are you going to be drawing? Are you going to draw a body part? No, you're going to draw some clothing, right? So any clothing that you want. And then at the bottom, you are going to finish the sentence using the word that you wrote in the third box. So I want to wear the blank. You get to choose what you want to wear. So for example, if we use the first one, the sentence would read, I want to wear the skirt. Okay, so you can practice using the other sentences as well, but I want you to choose one and write your answer in the box after you draw your pictures. Are you ready to begin? Very good. Okay, everyone, that is just about all the time we have today. But what I would like you to do is a little bit of homework. So you can see page 9 there. We have the vocabulary words that we practiced. We've been learning in Unit 1. So I want you to complete this page. So I want you to write the word for each image, each picture, in the space below it. But then I want you to practice saying the words as well. And the way I want you to do this is I want you to record yourself on your cell phone. So I want you to record yourself saying each word. And we will check each other's homework when we come back by looking at the videos, okay? So we're going to practice writing and saying these words at home. We will start by reviewing these vocabulary words next class, and then we'll move on to our next unit. But your homework is 2 parts. So part 1 is write out the word for each picture. Then part 2 is to record yourself on your phone saying the vocabulary words. So write out each of the words and then record yourself saying each vocabulary word. All right? Let's end our lesson today, and I will see you in the next class. Bye-bye.